Hey there, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you. Very excited about today's cast. It is going to be a cheesy pro games compilation from WCS Montreal. Been a long time since we've done this, and let's go ahead and get started with Time versus NoRegreT here on Parasite. Top left-hand corner, the red Terran player Time, hailing from China, and the bottom right-hand corner, we've got the United States player NoRegreT playing Zerg, wearing the color blue. NoRegreT really likes his Zerglings, and Time really likes proxies. So I'm gonna, okay, there we go. There is the 12 pool. There's the 12 pool, extractor pool. Time, gonna go ahead and go barracks first, not command center first. That decision probably saved him a lot of heartache. And yeah, basically these are gonna be cheesy. I'm not entirely sure if there are, you know, if they classify as cheese or not, because I haven't watched them, but they're gonna be short. I generally cast games that are at least 15 minutes long or even longer, so you know how that is, because you are familiar with my channel if you clicked on this. Unless this is somebody's first time here, which, if this is your first time here, let me hear you say hey-o. Yeah, let's do that. Say a hey-o in the comments for me, okay? 6 lings on the way from NoRegreT. If there's an expansion coming up and there is a Reaper. Ah, there's a Reaper from Time. Do we name this Reaper? I don't generally name Reapers in these games, but you know what? We're going to do it. We're going to name this Reaper because he is going to be instrumental in deciding whether or not this is a game or not, right? Whether or not this is going to be something that Time can win or not. So the Lings are heading on out here. The Reaper, if he has a good feeling about this, might want to stay home. This Reaper's name is Name Already Taken. His name is Boba Fett. No, already done. Santa. Oh, that was an Oracle. Ninja? Wait, we've really started to do Fortnite streamers? Fine, this Reaper's name is 345XXXX1246. Reaper name 1337101 Slayer Dude X XXX. Oh, come on, how was that taken? Is name already taken? No? Good enough. All right, so this is name already taken, the Reaper. He's going to be able to absolutely shut this down. Get inside the house. Oh, crap. That's not a wall. All right, so the Zerglings take down the Marine fairly quickly. They force a cancel on the natural base. Zerglings are fighting. He builds a natural inside the main base and walls off the front. So far, so good. SCV comes in for the scout. There's a Baneling nest on the way. NoRegreT is honestly a Zerg after my own heart. I just love Zerglings so much. I would use them in every single game if I could, and that's all. That's kind of what NoRegreT is up to. He is going for the follow-up Baneling nest, which the Baneling nest was not scouted by Time. So if he knows there's a Baneling bust coming, he should be building additional wallage here. Did the Reaper die? Dang it, did I miss that? No, he's alive. Where is he, though? Oh, he's right here. So he's got a kill. So this name taken has got a kill. Speed is done for the Lings, which means the Reaper can't really move out much further than this, or else he can't get back to the cliff in time. So he needs to scout is what he needs to do. The Baneling nest is done. 6 Banelings coming in. Back here, this forward group of Lings. Checking to make sure, what does this look like? It's going to go ahead and take down these unbuildable plates for some reason. Tacking up to a starport. A Banshee would be pretty good in this situation. He's not walling off like he knows there's a Baneling nest coming is the problem. Oh, Time, you might fall for one of NoRegreT's very classic Baneling busts here in the early, very first game of this compilation. The Baneling bust, there it is! And the Lings are in! Baneling remaining gets a nice hit there off on those SCVs. Zerglings are loose inside the main base. A Baneling, oh gosh, there it is. Ugh, Baneling hit weakens all of the SCVs, bringing them down to very, very low HP. The Hellions are trying to fight here as best they can. Good micro on the Zergling, trying to get rid of these dudes. 1 Hellion down, SCV down. It's 1 to 14 SCVs. Hellion gets surrounded and killed. Viking valiantly fighting, but that's it. Time with a GG. Reaper alive. Reaper alive at the end of the game. How's that even possible? I don't know. He was not target fired at all. He was very lucky. Viking trying to do stuff, but man, he knew. He knew there were more Lings coming. NoRegreT with the 12 pool into Baneling bust follow-up. And Time was not ready for it. Jeez. Incredible opening game. All right. So we got more. We got more coming your way. Even more cheesy games from Falcon Paladin and WCS Montreal. Stick with me. We'll be right back. It's going to be a PvP for number 2 of our cheesy games compilation from WCS Montreal. It's going to be between Petit Drogo and Cloudy here on Cerulean Fall, the latter edition. Top right-hand corner, the red Protoss player Petit Drogo, hailing from France. And my insanity, shoot, last time I checked, did he move? No time. No time to see if he moved. And in the bottom left-hand corner, a fellow Protoss player from China. It is Cloudy. He plays for Team SC Boy. Apparently he's a caster as well. Originally joined Invictus Gaming back in 2013. He was later promoted to first team of Invictus in 2014 June. So he's been around for a while here. He is a huge fan favorite in China. Time as well is another Chinese player. So 2 Chinese players in the first 2 games of this compilation. Very interesting to see that for sure. So we do have a gateway on the way here from both of these players. And assimilator coming up. Double assimilator here from Petit Drogo and double assimilator there from Cloudy as well. So this very much looks like what's going to be either a 2-stalker opening or a double adept opening. And depending on how this works, it could be a paper, rock, scissors type situation where one player just doesn't have what he needs to deal with it. That said, double adept and double stalker are both pretty darn viable. The adepts can kind of force the stalkers to stay home by threatening to shade in and kill workers. And the stalkers can keep pressure on the other side too. So, very interested to see how this is going to work out in the early stages. I have not cast a PvP in a while. I know this is generally how they work out in the early stages. It's just how they go into the mid game and the late game, not as familiar. But this shouldn't get there because it's a short game. And as such, it should be very, very quick. Now, what we get after the Cyber Core is done is going to tell us exactly what we should see in the next couple of minutes here. Because, again, these are short games. There's not a whole lot going on. So Cyber Core coming in here. Looks like Petit Drogo's is a little bit ahead of Cloudy's. Like a tiny, tiny bit ahead of Cloudy's, as his is actually done now already. So it is going to be Stalker Sentry out of Petit Drogo and double adept here from Cloudy. So the Sentry can keep this walled off, which means that Shades won't be able to get in at all. Whereas a double adept can consistently try to threaten to shade in here. I suppose the shields though do the work though, don't they? Suppose they do. So double adept here from Cloudy. Can't really tell what's being made in these gateways at all, but just looking at them, unlike Stargates where you can tell. Oh. Probe down. All right, so the scouting probe here of Cloudy does not get home. Petit Drogo's probe does get home, though. Oh, and check this action out. It's a Stargate from Cloudy. Proxy Stargate. Petit Drogo is checking this area. Are you kidding? He is making a beeline for this location. He kind of got hung up on this little doodad. This dinosaur-looking thing. Oh, he juked down. He almost... Oh, my gosh. Look how close he got. Right here. Right here. He almost scouted that. And it is an Oracle. Oh my gosh. Is this just a proxy Oracle that's going to destroy Petit Drogo? This is amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look at our Oracle name list. This is some teenager in a VR headset. At the age of 13, this kid got herself that VR headset she always was asking for. She connected it to the family computer and played as many games as she could. And one day she was somehow hacked into the Protoss Oracle mainframe and now blasts away everything in her sight, thinking she is in a hyper-realistic VR title. Meanwhile, Adept Pressure doing some work here against Petit Drogo. Oracle comes in. Stalkers almost managed to pick her off there, but geez, more probes getting killed. 11 probes down. Did he just shade in? Hold on, I gotta see this. He did! He managed to just shade in. Where were the sentries, Petit Drogo? Alright, well, yeah, that's a huge problem. Good force field. Still the Adept can get a couple more kills there. I mean, the timing wasn't fantastic. Didn't get there at the same time as the Oracle, but that's okay. Honestly, this forward little shield battery thing taking some shots. Another shade on in. Gonna juke up this way. Oh, the Stalker has to deal with the Oracle. I mean, we're gonna... 8, 9, 10... total probes down at 26 to 17 harvesters. Cloudy's got a base coming up back home. Is this just a situation where a counterattack kind of wrecks Cloudy because we one base it as Petit Drogo, right? Making some stalkers. He's not replacing the probes. Well, he kind of started replacing the probes that he lost. Making another gateway. He's getting a shield battery up to deal with further Oracle harassment here from Teenager in a VR set. And a gateway from Petit Drogo down here. Interestingly enough, I think that's going to be a warp in forward position. I think Petit Drogo is going to go for the counterattack. So it was. It was the Adept Proxy Oracle Cheese out of Cloudy. Ends up killing a ton of workers. And now Petit Drogo has a chance to go for the counterattack. Will he succeed? Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. I don't know if he will succeed at all. But Oracles, there's double Oracle now out for Cloudy, which is a bit problematic. Couple Stalkers here defending. There is that shield battery that now has full energy, which is good news bears. And he didn't even wait. He didn't even wait for that gateway to finish so we can get the fast warp in time. He's doing these 16-second warp. I mean, it says 11 there, but I feel like they didn't make it 16. Either way, Stalker's pushing up here. There's a couple shield batteries defending and a sentry with a force field keeping Petit Drogo out. And there's an Immortal too. Meanwhile, Oracle's getting some more kills up here. More probes getting picked off there. More Stalkers showing up. I think Cloudy defends this. That Immortal's huge. Oh, Hallucinated Colossus! What? Hallucinated Colossus trying to do stuff here, but I don't think it's actually attracting any fire whatsoever. The sentries are dead, and good game from Petit Drogo. He's out. He recognized he was down 25 to 17 harvesters. He did force a cancel on the expansion for Cloudy, but couldn't get up that ramp. Not with the sentries, not with the Immortal back there that already has 3 kills. And that he was done. He was done. Good job by Cloudy. Beautiful cheese. Beautiful cheese from him. Okay, more coming your way from Falcon Paladin in just a second. Xanster, Probe, Blue Shift, the latter edition, game 1 of their series. Bottom left-hand corner, Australian player Probe, playing Protoss and Red. And in the top right-hand corner, Xanster. He is from Sweden. He plays for Psystorm Gaming. And he is wearing the color blue. All right, so who's going to be the cheeser this time around? Throwing up a pylon is Probe. Heading out pretty darn early. Pretty darn early. If this is going to be a forge, I'm going to go ahead and say cannon rush. Yes, I know that's obvious, but that's all you can do at this point. 150, 160 minerals, 180, and it is a gateway. All right, so no. No, that's not what we're seeing here at all. Is Xanster going to go for the... Oh, the block. The block. No, almost gets the block there on Probe. Trying to do an Australian accent. Can't quite do it. Every time I try, Somicron makes a lot of fun of me. He will in the comments here as well. It's just not good. It's just not a good accent at all, is it? No. Alright, so I don't actually understand how this is a short game. This looks very much like they're heading up for some kind of a crazy regular style play. There's the spawning pool from Xanster at about 17 supply. Probe going to expand behind this. He's saving up his minerals up to that 400 count that we all know and love. 8, 9, bam. 19 supply there as well. And Probe, I don't know, maybe gets in a proxy pylon or something? He's still around, which I'm very impressed by. Checking to see... I mean, there's nothing to see here at this point. The spawning pool's not done. Maybe a second gas. You could see a second gas. I guess checking drone count is nice. If we get a lot of drones, we know it's not going to be a Ling flood, that kind of thing. Cybernetics core coming up back home. And spawning pool for Xanster is going to complete as the Probe is not even here to see what's going on. He doesn't see if speed gets started right away. He doesn't see if there's a roach warren that gets tossed down. Checking to see if there's a third base, but there's not. So Xanster very potentially could be going for some kind of a 2-base play that the Probe will be aware of because there's no third base coming in here. And it's going to be 8 Lings. That's a lot of Lings for the early stage here for a Zerg player and a ZVP. I think he's trying to put some Ling pressure on. Adepts in production for Xanster. And the fact that there's not a third base here has really got to be telling Probe all that he needs to know. There are some Lings heading on out. Oh, third base coming up here, though, instead. Xanster's going for a third. All right. Well, there's an Oracle on the way. The Oracle might just do a ton of damage here. I'm really... looking at these through the lens of how is this game over very soon. And so far, can't really tell. So far, can't really see how this game is over super duper fast. That is a good drone transfer down to the natural base. Xanster has nothing in mind where he wants to murder a ton of things. Actually, he gets some Zerglings in. Oh, shoot. That's not a wall. Oh, shoot. Probe, is this just regular old slow Ling harassment that's going to cause problems for you? Well, there's more Lings on the way. Where'd the Adept go? The Adept leave? There's an Adept. Zerglings here. Okay, Probe's trying to hold the line. Not gonna do very well. Not against Zerglings. Not against this many Zerglings. Oh my gosh. Xanster does a slow Ling pressure. Making it happen. He's gonna kill this pylon. Another Adept comes out. She gets surrounded. Trying to wall off here is Probe. Cannot make it happen. Well, does temporarily, but Now that the Adepts are gone, this pylon's going to die. Everything's going to die. We're going to get rid of the Warp Gate research. Lings are inside the house. They now have speed. And Xanster. Oh, Oracle out. Defensive Oracle out for Probe. Isn't it enough to save the day? Oh my goodness gracious, isn't enough to save the day. Where's the Oracle? Where's your energy? 8, 7, 6. No, not enough time. Probe GG's out and Xanster is your winner. Here in 3 minutes and 57 seconds. Okay, so Xanster just made 8 Lings early. Made sure he could get a third base down. Essentially stopped making drones at that point because he killed 14 probes and he's only down 19 to 20. At this stage. Stopped making them, pulled everybody off gas, went Ling pressure. This wall was not done, and that was all she wrote. Wow, Xanster. That is actually an interesting build. I might have to incorporate that one into my repertoire because I like it. I like it very much. Okay, so Xanster gets a win against Probe here. We'll move on to our next game. We'll be right back. Next up, we've got Neeb and Semper here on Blue Shift the Ladder Edition. Top right-hand corner, the American Protoss Neeb versus his neighbor to the north. It is the Canadian player, Semper. Terran and Blue. He's a 22-year-old Terran. Oh, born in Romania, then moved to Canada when he was 9 years old. His biography says he played Brood War when he was a kid, only played single-player mode, had no knowledge of any pro scene existing. Hey, that kind of sounds like me. After many years of playing video games casually, mainly FPS, he found StarCraft2 through some friends and picked it up, started liking it. Basically, got into university in 2015 and then kind of started a practice regiment and got picked up by Rise Esports. So there we go. Rise Esports player, the Terran player here, Semper. Ooh, and he's going for the proxy barracks over here, which the scouting probe from Neeb is going to see nothing here and freak out about. This is that mind game aspect that we talk about sometimes in StarCraft 2 from Terrans, where, oh, double gas. So you see double gas, right? And you're like, okay, there's a proxy barracks somewhere. There's a proxy starports coming up somewhere. Now I got to find it. Now Neeb's on a timer. Neeb's going to try to find something, and he's going to try to make it work. I believe Neeb is 20 or 21, and Semper here is 22. So very young players in the StarCraft 2 scene. Probe checking around here. No, nothing there at all. He's not finding this. He's not finding it. He's not finding it. It really forces you to one base at this point if you're Neeb. And that's just fine. That's just fine with him. Marine in production, and it's just a standard opening. Look, standard one gate expand, and then Neeb's actually expanding behind this too after the Cyber Core. So it's not a one gate expand, but it is going to be a one racks expand from Semper, which is hilarious. Now the probe's going to come back in and say, what is happening here? Well, there's a Marine who's going to shoot me right in the face. Am I getting out? Stutter Step wasn't quite good enough there from Semper. I'm not sure he could have killed it anyway. Neeb's probe control was way too good at that position. And he sees the expansion but can't get inside the main base now to see what else is happening. Factory at the top of the wall here for Semper. There is another probe coming out, another probe going home, and an Adept on the way here too. So some Adept pressure possible. This is just Semper playing mind games with Neeb. That's all it is. He just made Neeb think for a second there was a proxy out on the map that was going to kill him. Forced the Cybernetics core to come out early, so the expansion was a little bit late. And I think that gave a bit of a benefit to Semper, but how much, it will be hard to tell. There's an Adept pushing out here from Neeb. Now both players are on 2 base. Now keep in mind, just because it's 2 base doesn't mean it's not cheese. We've seen some very cheesy builds off of 2 base here. Just because you start with so many workers. Oh, this Adept. This Adept, though. It's going to be 1 probe and 1 Adept down for nothing for Semper. Semper's lost nothing at this stage. Shield battery here to defend. There's a Stalker out here too. Marines on the top of the ramp in case that a Stalker wants to push on out. I feel like Neeb wants to know what's going on. He's blind to what is happening here in the main base of Semper. He knows there's 2 gas, but he doesn't know what else is being produced at all. Doesn't know if it's a mass Marine play. He doesn't know if there's a quick starport, and in fact there is. This is going to be dangerous. Going to be dangerous for Neeb. He's playing in the dark right now, which is not something that any pro player wants to do. Probe sneaking around this bottom side, avoiding the little Marine welcoming committee here. I'm going to get in here and see the natural base. Okay, so there's a natural here. There's a Hellion at the top of this ramp, really, which tells me there's a factory, so that's some information too. Not a whole lot, but it might be enough. Might be enough to tell me what's going on. Saw a couple Hellions and a bunch of Marines and said, am I going to be able to hold this? I don't know. There's a Warp Prism on the way from Neeb. I do like that a lot. A lot of Stalkers here too. Does he have any other tech? No Twilight Council? Nope, no Blink. If it's Warp Prism shenanigans, it's going to be Blinkless Blinkless Warp Stalkers. Blinkless Stalkers. Ooh, Widowmine's here too. Does he have... Is not using the Widowmine. Well, isn't that rally? He's going to be aggressive with the Widowmine, that's for sure. Hellions holding this Zelnaga Watchtower along the right side, pushing up the left side right past ZA657-267-6F70 is our medevac, and here come 3 Stalkers and a Warp Prism for immediate warp-ins. I don't think Semper can hold this. He's got the bunker, he's got Marines in production, he's got a Widowmine, but this is a crazy amount of Stalkers coming for him right now. Meanwhile, the drop is boosting in to Neeb's base. Wow, Widowmine firing, killing a Stalker. Get in the bunker, get in the bunker. They're in the bunker. SCVs need to repair this thing immediately, and they are. What? Meanwhile, the drop inside the main base, destroying probes. Hellions are in the natural base of Neeb here, too. There's a single Stalker to defend. Oh, the probes are getting roasty and toasty by these Hellions. The Stalkers get inside thanks to the Warp Prism shuttling them up there, ferrying them up there. But there's a Cyclone out for Semper. Cyclones do so very well against Stalkers. Hellion roasting up what is left of Neeb's economy. It's 3 remaining. I think Semper is going to get this win. The Canadian is going to take down the much, much more well-known Protoss American player today, Semper. What a boss. Lock-on ability on that War Prism, forcing it out, and Neeb with the GG. Semper is your winner in 5.5 minutes. Wow. With the Juke barracks into the 1 racks expand, into the drop in the main base, as well as the Hellion attacks rolling on into the natural base, and barely able to hold his front thanks to getting that bunker down, the Marines inside, and the repair just in time, and then the Cyclone. That was like an 8-step plan that all needed to go perfectly for Semper, and it did. Beautiful stuff from him. Beautiful stuff for sure. All right, so that's your Terran win against a Protoss. Nicely done. Again, lesser-known player for sure, but I kind of like Semper's future at this stage. Kind of like what we see. All right, more cheese coming your way. We'll be right back. We got Bly, we got Namtar, we got Cerulean Fall, the latter edition. It's a ZVZ of our short games compilation from WCS Montreal. Top right-hand corner, Bly, sporting red. Bottom left-hand corner, Namtar in blue. Both players have it on the channel a lot. They're both EU Zergs. Very familiar with each other, I assume. It's going to be a 12 pool from Bly. This is the 6 pool equivalent, because you start out with 12 workers instead of 6, like in Brood War, and like most of StarCraft2's history. I really like the workers, starting out with 12 workers. That was a very, 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 very well-received, balanced decision from the balanced team of StarCraft2. Oh boy, Namtar. Namtar, come on, man. What you going for, dude? You going for that 17 hatch? You going for a 17 hatch against a 12 pool? By golly, you are. Okay, well, this is just a very simple thing where either Bly wins or Namtar does. Either Bly is able to kill Namtar here, or Namtar just wins by the virtue of the fact that he has 2 bases. Bly making the lings. He doesn't even have gas. He doesn't even have gas at this stage. He could probably honestly go for an expansion at this stage. Is he bringing... is he bringing drones to fight? He is. He's bringing drones to fight. Oh, it's an all-in. Okay, well, he's bringing all of the drones to fight. All of the drones are coming. This Overlord, let's see if he can spot this. Hey, Overlord, can you see this? Well, he does now, because here it is. Ta-da! Here comes the train. What do you do if you're Namtar here? Your pool is nowhere close to complete. You need it to finish here. You almost need to block off this ramp with drones and just sacrifice your natural, because there are drones coming and they are going to kill you. He's not responding like that, though. He's just, like, very peacefully going for his gas. His spawning pool is going to finish at some point here. Here come the drones, and the lings are with them and throwing up 3 spines as Bly. I don't think Namtar responded to this well, you guys, at all. There's lings and drones, and here's the fight. There's the drone stack from Namtar, just trying to keep them alive. He's bouncing them back and forth from a mineral patch to mineral patch, defending the spines right now, and throwing up an evolution chamber so lings can't get a surround very well here. Oh, I've never seen this before. Bly, what are you doing? You're a crazy person. All right, this is insane. Defensive spine crawler trying to come up here. Throwing up another spine. These 3 are going to finish. The main base is toast. I think the spawning pool is toast as well. Yeah, ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. It's 17 to 10 harvesters. Namtar has a lead, but there are spines inside the main right now. trying to get a spine crawler down to the low ground. He's trying to burrow it in. He's going to burrow it in before that other spine crawler finishes building. Here's the fight. Spine helping for Bly. Another one trying to come in here as well. I think Bly has this. The spines are done. The spawning pool getting hit. This spine crawler by Namtar is not going to finish in any sense of the word at all. They're trying to fight. Nope. Bly has enough attack, and that is it. Namtar taps out with the GG, and Bly is your winner in 3 minutes in 5 seconds. Wow. What a build. I kind of like it. The 12 pool into 3 spine crawler right on your opponent's base while they can see it coming. Hope your opponent went for a 17 hatch because they're not going to be able to defend this at all. Keep your drones alive as best you can. Keep your lings alive as best you can. Namtar lost 13 drones to 3 that Bly lost. That's incredible. That's just amazing. Yeah, really fun stuff. Good job, Bly. Okay, we're done here. We'll be right back. Hey, guess who's back? NoRegreT and Time here on Fracture the Ladder Edition. NoRegreT has a 1 next to his name because he won the first game in this little bit of a series. Got one more game after this. Time and NoRegreT had a lot of short games. Top left-hand corner, we have the red Terran player Time. And down in the bottom right, the blue Zerg player NoRegreT. Again, America versus Chinese here. Time, probably the better player at this stage, but NoRegreT, man. You sleep against him, you will die. Look, Extractor. Oh, Extractor trick. What? Just an Extractor trick. I am disappointed. I am disappointed in you, NoRegreT. Well, that means he's definitely not going for a 12 pool at all, or Extractor pool, or anything like that. Is he playing this standard? He sort of is. He sort of is, and maybe that's what you could do in the second game against somebody like this, where you cheesed him in the first game, and then you go standard, and Time's a little bit like, I don't know. I mean, do we wanna scout this? Do we wanna maybe keep things in house a little bit longer here? But Time is going for what looks like a very standard 1-Rax expand, so maybe not. Maybe not, but it was a hatch first into an Extractor here at about 17 supply for NoRegreT. The pool's going to come up at 17 as well. And yeah, this is all standard in the world. Man, Time is not scouting, you guys. Time is not interested in scouting here today. And it's going to work out for him. I mean, NoRegreT is... we know what he's capable of. It's just very odd that Time isn't worrying about it. So, no big deal. No big deal. If this is a Reaper, I have a very long Reaper name. It is President Bob. To keep up appearances of democracy, Emperor Mengsk held an election for the position of President of the Terran Dominion. Bob, filled with ambitious plans to make the lives of every human so much better with such innovative ideas as let's not have 48% of the economy dedicated to resurrecting dead space gods, Bob put his name on the ballot. Being the only one stupid enough to actually run an election campaign, Bob won the election. Emperor Mengsk himself went to Bob, congratulated Bob on the accomplishment, took the required number of publicity photos, then sent Bob off to be the commander-in-chief in the battle against the Zerg. Bob is starting to realize he isn't so much leading from the front as being a meat shield. Dang, Bob, why would you run against Emperor Mengsk? Horrible life decision. I did like the little Legacy of the Void plot point there. Devoting 48% of the economy to resurrecting a dead space god. Aim on. That was a good one. I believe that was probably posted by Joseph. He's been doing most of my Reaper names recently, so thanks, dude. Good one. All right, Reaper moving on in. It is Bob. He's going to go ahead and get some kills because there's not a queen here yet. These lings are getting picked off. One down. And, ooh, don't want to get caught on creep here. Only one down, possibly another one here too, and then the queen shows up. So Bob not doing a lot at this stage. 1-Rax expand. We are making Marines. We're working on a starport and a factory with a Widow Mine here too. Bob alive? Bob is alive. He's getting healed up by combat drugs. He's a politician, man. He knows when he needs to back out. He knows when he needs to be smart about things. Queen, yeah. Man, 4 shots on you. Not what you want to see. Ooh, and the lings catch Bob. Almost. Not quite. Bob actually gets another ling kill. And, no, almost knocks back the drone who's trying to expand there. Amazing stuff here from Bob. 3 kills. Is he going to get 4 kills? He might make the Hall of Fame at this rate. He's got 4 kills, man. 4 kills and almost blocked an expansion. NoRegreT going for the 3rd. NoRegreT playing extremely standard. Like, as standard I've ever seen him in my entire life. Medevac on the way. And Tech Lab waiting here. I feel like that might be a Banshee follow-up from Time. APM check 327 for Time, 345 for NoRegreT throughout this game. +1 ground carapace for NoRegreT. That is something I need to start doing against Terrans that go for this little double medevac drop, is go for double carapace. Wait, single carapace for my Zerglings. It just makes them survive these a little bit better. Oh, it's a single medevac with a Widow Mine, though. Aight. All right, here we go. Oh, Bob. Oh, he gets on the high ground. He gets on the high ground. Who did I cast that went Mass Reaper in a really incredible game? All right, third base is going to be in trouble, friends. Widow Mine burrowing itself in a position where Lings that roll in are going to be in trouble. Are there enough Marines to do this? Bob is helping with the war effort. Widow Mine needs to burrow itself in a good position. And no, he doesn't want a friendly fire here, but there aren't enough Zerglings to do this. Bob, man, 6 kills. 6 kills. Widow Mine burrows in again. Zerglings coming in a few at a time. This is not working out very well at all for NoRegreT. He does not have enough stuff to shut this down. The third base is going to get exploded. Can he save it? Not with anything I see over here. Absolutely not. Oh, wait. Zerglings popping out at the very, very last second. Bob is fighting hard. Widow Mine going to burrow in and get a shot off. It does. Killing a couple things, but the hatch is alive with 87 HP. NoRegreT saves it, but just barely. Just barely. We got Cloak Banshee coming up next for NoRegreT. Oh, NoRegreT. Do you not have a lair? No. Do you have Spore Crawlers? No. Do you have any detection at all? Bob, are you dead? Are you inside that? He's inside the medevac. Bob is okay, ladies and gentlemen. Bob is fine. Banshee shows up. Cloak Banshee. He's cloaking. Well, natural base is toast. I guess you could maybe. Oh, you know what? If you finish off this hatch, that'd be pretty great stuff. But the Lings. Oh, NoRegreT. Going for the counter Baneling attack. No way! No way! Is this gonna work? Banshee trying to kill as many of these drones as she can. She's got 6 kills. Finishing off the hatch would be amazing. And she does. Banelings coming on up. Tank fire from the back. Double tanks on these Banelings. They're in! But do you have enough? The tank fire enough to clean out the Zerglings, and that's a good game. NoRegreT taps out. And time is your winner in our second game of this little series we got going between these two players. That was a good one. That was really, really good. We had a little Marine Reaper drop here. Where is our Reaper? Is he alive still? Bob. Bob lives. He's got 9. Look at him here in the middle of everything, defending the homeland. Okay, Bob for president. I know that Emperor Mengsk sent him to die, but at this point, he's such a war hero. I think he actually is emperor now. Bob's in the Hall of Fame. That's it. That's all I'm saying. He's got 9 kills. And sure, they're all Zerglings, I think. I think they're all Zerglings. Because the Banshee has the worker kills, right? Yeah, the Banshee got the drone kills that we can see there. But Bob. All hail Bob. And then the tanks doing 13 kills and 10 kills on those tanks. I mean, that was amazing. NoRegreT went for the counterattack Baneling bust. He lost his third base. He lost a ton of drones in that Cloaked Banshee. He was in a lot of trouble versus time. He was down 47 to 31 harvesters. Baneling bust trying to make it happen. Tank's too good. And Bob was there as well. Ooh. I feel so patriotic for him now. Okay, coming up is more cheese. And we'll be right back. It's going to be Probe and DNS here on Lost and Found, the latter edition. Bottom left-hand corner, red Protoss player DNS. Top right-hand corner, fellow Protoss player Probe. Probe again is the Aussie, and DNS is hailing from France. All right, so last time Probe played against a... Oh, crap, where's Zanster from? Where's Zanster from? I just forgot. My short-term memory, you guys. It's kids. It's kids destroying my ability to remember anything at all. Zanster French? Zanster StarCraft2, and... Oh, he's Swedish. All right, it's a European anyway. Anyway, it is. We got a Probe moving out here for Probe. Ooh, and that's a Forge. All right, we got the Forge here from Probe. Moving on out, he's going to try some crazy, crazy stuff. Some Has-level stuff coming at you today. I think some of these games would be Has, except for the fact that I already cast a bunch of his, I think. I need to look at it all. There's a list. Okay, there's your Pylon. And here's your other Pylon. And here's your other Pylon if necessary. Immediate Forge coming up for DNS. He canceled a gateway. Yep, there we go. Pylon. We got a nice little safe area here in which to do whatever you want. If your Probe, another Probe coming in to scout for the high ground, cancels that. Throws up the cannon so he has enough resources to do this. 2 Probes chasing off the DNS of Probe. And that Forge isn't even done. I think DNS is dead. I think this pylon's going to die at the very least. I don't know how he saves it. He got a pylon back home to replace this one that is going to die. Got a gateway coming up from Probe. This has level harassment right now. Cannon, cannon. So the cannon encroachment from Probe can't go too far. This is going to die, and I think the forge might die as well. Can this cannon hit the forge? Absolutely it can. Yep, now retarget firing themselves to the forge. Probe trying to see what else he wants to do. He sees a cyber core, sees a photon cannon, sees a double gas. I think we're going to try to go for immortals from DNS here. But that forge dies, and there's no more cannons, buddy. That's kind of incredible. Oh, and this one's depowered. Dude. Is he? I think he's kind of okay with what he's got. I don't think he wants to throw up any more cannons. He sees the situation that he's in, but guess who's forward piloting him? It's DNS. Ah ha ha ha. DNS. I like this. I like it when players... Ooh, it's a Stargate. Are you kidding? I really like it when players who are getting cannon rush don't just play it passive. It makes me feel happy on the inside. All right, so if that's going to be an Oracle, we better have an Oracle name ready to go. Gateway here, too. And they're going to make anything out of that gateway? I don't know. That's the question. Forward Stargate with a shield battery. Oh, maybe Void Ray. The Void Ray shield battery thing is really, really good against both Terran and Protoss. That might be what we see coming here from DNS. Oh, Probe. He goes for the cheese, and he might be proxy cheesed himself. Shield batteries here. Stalker's on the way. A Stargate coming up here, too. Does he have any defense against this Void Ray? No! Nothing at all. He's walled off at the front, which is nice, but he's committed so much to this. There are defensive cannons from DNS, so that slows down his death a lot. Shield battery, shield battery, shield battery, Stargates, Stalkers in production, shield battery here. Void Ray there too. Wow, this is a good one. This is a really good game. All right, so the problem, again, for Probe, I like to point this out. He doesn't have anything at all to defend himself. This Void Ray, I like how there's a defensive shield battery he could retreat to, but he doesn't need it. He doesn't need it at all. Ah, the Stalker's pushing in, going after this cannon. Getting healed up by the shield battery. Cannon will die pretty darn instantly here. Shield battery trying to come up here, but these Stalkers are basically invulnerable right now. They're trying to kill that Stalker while not getting blown to pieces. This Void Ray is up to 7 kills. This shield battery, why is it a shield battery? How does that help at all? Trying to get burned down. Another Void Ray here. This game's insane. Oh, the recall, though. Oh, the recall. All right, fair enough. That said, it's 2 Void Rays with shield battery support here against a couple Stalkers and a Void Ray. This is intense right now, you guys. This is really intense. Probe has a cannon coming up on the high ground of DNS's base right now. DNS's Void Rays are just, they're fine with it. I think it's 17 to 22 Harvesters. Both players are on 1 base tech. Is that cannon going to finish? Is my question today. If it does, it's got a shield battery it can use to heal itself, which is really great. That said, it can't really hit anything, is the problem. And there's the healing. Cannon getting some shots off, pulling back to their shield batteries. Man, shield batteries have really changed StarCraft. Haven't they? Oh my gosh, 3 Void Rays are here versus 2 Stalkers and a Void Ray with a shield battery. Nope, Void Ray down. Can't heal through that. Stalker's down too. 1 Void Ray dies, but that's a fair trade. Free reign. Stalkers, and that's a good game. Well played from Probe. He taps out. He knows he can't do anything to save his probes back home, and with no economy, he has nothing left to do. Oh, Probe. Oh, Probe. He tried. He did so well shutting down this front door. He kept pushing in with cannons and shield batteries and whatnot. He didn't see this coming until too late, and then by then there were too many Void Rays, and he was out. Good response from DNS, though, man. What a boss. What a boss he is. Hey, if you stuck around this long and you're planning on watching more cheese, then you should check out the Falcon Paladin Hour. It is a weekly podcast with me and Samacron, an Australian. Hey, just like Probe here. Talk about StarCraft, talk about other video games and movies and TV shows and books and stuff, and generally pop culture, current event type stuff. Whatever we want to talk about is what comes up on the pod. But yeah, just search Falcon Paladin on your podcast app, and you will find it. All right, more cheese coming your way from Falcon in just a second. Hey, you guys like Scarlet? You like Hearthstone? You're going to like this game. Top right-hand corner of Cerulean Fall. It's the Red Zerg player from Canada. She is Scarlet. And in the bottom left-hand corner, it is the blue Protoss player from the Netherlands, Hearthstone. All right, man. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing, Hearthstone. Let's do this thing, Scarlet. Who's going to be the cheeser today? Probably not Scarlet at this stage. Making workers. That's not a good sign for a 12 pool. But on the other hand, Hearthstone threw the pylon up on the high ground and is moving a probe out pretty darn early here. Another probe comes out. What are you going to make? What you going to make? Yes! Yes! It's a forge! I get so much more excited when it's a forge than if it's a gateway. I do. Scarlet hatch firsting here at 16 supply. So it's not a 17 hatch, it's a 16 hatch, which is a little bit safer against this kind of stuff. But here comes the modern photon cannon rush from Hearthstone. It is so stinking hard to deal with. Railgun, who you might know as a GM player, basically has said, if this happens to you, just cancel your natural, build it somewhere else, and then go for Swarm Host. But check this action out. It's the 3 pylon block. Okay, the reason these unbuildable rocks exist is because this was a thing, except on the low ground, and it was really, really hard to deal with as Zerg. Okay, so cancels 2 of them, throws up a gateway and a cannon here. What is going on from Hearthstone? I'm very confused by this. More pylon, more pylon. The cannon is protected against anything that tries to kill it. And is it in range of the hatchery? It is. Scarlet's reaction is very chill right now. Exceptionally chill. Cancels those 2 pylons that were protecting the cannon. Doesn't need it anymore. Uses those resources to throw up a pylon, or rather a cannon on the high ground. There's your natural for Scarlet. Yeah, basically giving up on this. Canceled, canceled, not canceled. What? And a gateway here too. Scarlet is making 2 Zerglings. Scarlet is playing this like she's not getting killed by cannons at this point. This is exactly what you do if you're just playing standard against a Protoss player who doesn't literally have cannons inside your base. Okay, it's 6lings now on the way. I still don't think it's gonna be enough. Yeah, man, drones, Zerglings need to stay out of this. They need to stay out. He's trying to bait them. He's trying to bait the lings in to these cannons. Throwing up a spine crawler, 2 spine crawlers to try to hold this off. The natural base is toast. I really don't think there's any saving this. Oh, loses a Zergling with a bad rally there. Rally here. There you go. Good, better rally. Oh, that guy too. What are you doing? Oh, actually trying to absorb shots, I think, maybe to try to save the hatchery. 2 cannons, pylon, stalker here as well, and a shield battery on the way. Hearthstone is all in on this. He is all in, ready to go. Overlord says, is there an expansion? By golly, there's not. How strange. Shield battery, another shield battery coming in. I think these shield batteries are kind of key for Hearthstone. Natural base gone. Zergling's trying to come in and get rid of the Stalker. Good positioning by the Stalker, though. No. Nothing dies at all. Another shield battery on the way. Stalker getting some shots off on that Queen. Shield. Oh, here come the Spines. And here come the Lings. But guess what? Shield batteries are present, ladies and gentlemen. 1 spine is down. The Zerglings are all getting killed by the cannon. The spine crawlers are just now starting to burrow. But the shield batteries, another shield battery comes up. And I really don't think these spine crawlers are going to get their job done. 1 cannon gets picked off. That was nice target firing. Another cannon gonna get picked off there too. The shield battery's actually out of energy right now. Holy smokes. Is Scarlet gonna break this thing? Stalker's gonna finishing off the Queen would be really, really nice. Spine crawler taking shots, and it is going to die. Shield battery healing up just a little bit. The Queen needs to get target fire down here. Another shield battery with enough energy to maybe make this thing happen. And that's your good game. It wasn't enough of a breakout. Scarlet GG's, and Hearthstone is victorious, making it happen with a cannon rush. Again, I feel like Scarlet was a little bit too passive. Really allowed all this stuff to happen, and the shield batteries really sealed the deal there. Stalkers, man, 4 kills and 6 kills on those 2 Stalkers. Shield batteries healing all of their energy. All of it. Tried to break with the 3 spine crawler response here with Zerglings and a Queen. Couldn't quite make it happen, and Scarlet tapped out. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff here. Well played. Well played indeed by Scarlet. But Hearthstone is your winner today. Another Protoss win. Okay, we'll be right back with more cheese, even more for your Sunday. Just a second. Could we have gotten out of here today without a game from Manna? I don't think we could have. Top right-hand corner from Poland, it is Manna, the red Protoss player. Bottom left-hand corner, his opponent, again, from the USA. And color blue, it is Neeb. A lot of Neeb here. All right, if you've enjoyed this cheese compilation from WCS Montreal, I want to say Romania for some reason. It is late. It is 11:59, you guys. Still churning out StarCraft for everyone who likes it. Then consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/FalconPaladin. For a little as $1 a month, you get access to Let's Plays with me and Summicron. Currently playing Grim Dawn. I die a lot. It's basically a Diablo clone. If you want to see me playing something other than a StarCraft or a Warcraft, consider Grim Dawn. Patreon.com/FalconPaladin. Woo! Alright, so just basically standard openers here from Manna and Neeb. Oh, wait a minute. Manna only has one gateway. Only has one gateway. Is he going to go another gateway? Yeah, he is. Alright, so fine. Second gateway here from Neeb as well. Nothing crazy. I was trying to drum up interest in this early game, but ooh, hang on a second. This probe is not quite taking a scouting pattern that is normal. Where are you heading, friend? Well, now you kind of are. You're juking in this way. You're just missing him. Another probe comes out so that this probe of Neeb is not suspicious. Not suspicious at all, and that's going to be a pylon. That is a pylon-making probe. Ready to go. Pylon. All right. Pylon on the way here. It is a cyber core from Neeb. It is a cyber core from Manna. Nothing too crazy at all. Can you count the pylons is the question. 1 and 2. Here's the 1. Where's the 2? I think he saw the 2 was late. I think he knows the 2 is late. He might know that something is up. He might say, all right, there's another pylon unaccounted for somewhere. This probe scouting, too, is beautiful out of Neeb because he's like, all right, throw up your tech. Throw up your second level tech. What is it? What's it going to be? Because it's going to be down here. Robotics facility from Neeb. And the probe says, okay, I didn't see any further tech from you. There's got to be something else going on here. There's a pylon that's missing from this equation here. Where is it? Probe said. Probe gets back in. Are you kidding? Still nothing. Still nothing here. There's got to be something proxied. And now I just have to find it. Stargate here from Neeb. Got the Oracle name ready to go on the list. Robotics facility for Manna. This has to be Immortal play. Immortal just so strong against early stalker pressure from your opponent if they're Protoss. Adepts pushing in here from Neeb. There will be an offensive, a couple Adepts, and a stalker here too. I don't see this succeeding exceptionally well for Neeb, as there's an extra couple units here to defend. Oh, did you see that? He saw it. Oh, the probe found the location. Immortal production has begun for Manna. These Adepts, though, bad times. Bad times, absolutely, for Neeb's workers right now. The Stalker going to chase it down. The Adept is going to juke back in and going to be able to get in there and actually might be... Oh, just canceled and made it out. Oh, the threat. The threat of getting out was just enough. Adept's going to try to take down this pylon to depower the creation of this Immortal. That's kind of amazing stuff. Are we going to get it is the question of the day. The answer is no. Adepts are way too bad at killing buildings. Wha-bam, wha-bam, wha-bam. Big time shots. Not huge shots. 20 damage per shot here on the Immortal versus the Adepts, but enough to kill one if it is able to get enough shots off here. In production, Void Ray. Void Ray from Neeb has an Oracle moving out. This Oracle's name is Disco Ball. Disco never died, but it will kill you. And the Adept's just going to, or the Oracle's just going to move out and kill stuff. There's a shield battery here. That's going to help a little bit. But check this out. Immortal and 2 Stalkers coming up. This is really dangerous for Neeb. The shield batteries are coming in at just the right time, which is huge. The Oracle swinging on in. Probes are in trouble, man. Probes are in so much trouble on the other side of the map right now, trying to crush up this ramp. Shield battery helping a lot, but another Immortal showing up, and now the Void Ray is out for Neeb, and the Void Ray going to shut this down. There's only 1 Stalker available. Oracle has 4 kills. Can it burn through? But that doesn't matter. GG from Manna. Manna taps out, knows he has no answer to this Void Ray at all. And no answer to losing a bunch of his probes back here. It's 14 to 24 probes. Are you serious? He cut some workers and the Oracle killed 5 of them. And the Void Ray was the answer to the Immortals. Neeb, he scouted, he saw this, he recognized what it was. He went for the Oracle first to punish the other side of the map for Manna and the Void Ray second and made it happen. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff for sure. Okay, it looks like we have a couple more games to go. This is a bit longer than usual, but I've been having a lot of fun, so I don't want to stop yet. Don't want to stop yet. But we'll be back with more cheese from Falcon in just a second. There is a lot of time in this compilation, you guys. From China, red, it's going to be time in the bottom right-hand corner of Dreamcatcher. His opponent in the top left, the blue Terran player, Kelleher from Brazil. And Root Gaming. Is he still with Root? What's this PGL thing, Kelleher? Is that like a regional thing? I'm very confused by this. Kelleher. I'm actually confused. Is Kelleher like Portuguese for something? Kelleher. Oh, he's playing for Panda Global. All right, he left Root. Was I aware of that? He left in June of this year, so it's not too long ago. Fair enough. Fair enough, dude. I don't see anything about how he got his name, but he has a long list of victories all over the place here, so I like Kelleher quite a bit. All right, so Kelleher versus Time TVT. Short game, cheesy game. Coming at ya. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be double gas opening. I can tell you that much. There's your second gas, and there's your second gas for Time. Just because you really need Cyclones. If you don't have Cyclones in the early game, you just die. Cyclones are good against Marines. They're good against Marauders. They're good against tanks. If they're not in siege mode, they're good against, I mean, air units as well. Cyclones are good, and they're going to get... Okay, I was going to say buffed, but there is definitely... There are two schools of thought here about the Cyclone changes they're talking about in the proposed balance update for StarCraft2, which they're not going to do until after BlizzCon is over. Because, duh, of course not. But Cyclones get movement speed increase. They get the ability to use their basic attack against air units as well. They're less tanky. They have less HP. And there's something else about them. Ooh, they can't be reactored anymore. There has to be a tech lab on a factory before you can make a Cyclone. So those were some interesting changes. I've seen arguments both ways, that they're going to be better or worse than they are now. I kind of feel like it's better. The ability to attack stuff in the air constantly is amazing. Lock-on is good, but it's so temporary. If you can use them against air units consistently, that's really fantastic, especially if the attack, right? Especially if the attack is good. Especially if it's what it is now, where it's hitting like a truck and it does bonus damage versus armored stuff. Yeah. All right, so gonna be Reaper group versus Reaper group here. Are we gonna name them? Let's see if we have any short ones we can toss out here. Not really, honestly. Nope, sorry. Reaper group names are not getting named here in this particular replay, in this particular composition. But, yep, Cyclone on the way from Kelleher. Ooh, Hellion from Time. What? Is Time skipping Cyclone after I just talked about how good they are in TVT? It would appear he is. Good friend at home. So, Hellion Reaper push out versus two Reapers. I like this from Time. It's fantastic right now. Bam, big time shot. And now the Hellions are like, oh, or the Reapers rather are like, okay, interesting. Cyclone going to show up here. Now the Cyclone kind of evens the odds, and now Time is the one retreating from this location. KD8 charge knocking back. Can they kill that Reaper? Kind of want to. KD8 charge whiffs a little bit there. Either that or Kelleher dodged it. Man, good hit. Good hit. The problem is, none of these three things can kill this Cyclone. Kelleher just pushing in with the Cyclone and two Reapers, which are healing themselves. Now the Cyclone's out for Time. And now Kelleher's the one running. Ooh, they're just chasing back and forth like it's a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Ah, Tom and Jerry cartoons. Back when cartoons were violent and everything was cool. Everybody was fine with it. Right? Like, I mean, Tom gets smashed in the face with frying pans and baseball bats. He beats the heck out of neighborhood dog. It's extreme violence watched as children. Didn't seem to mess us up too bad, I don't think. Maybe it did. This is too deep for me. I can't think about it anymore. But there is a Banshee pushing out here for Kelleher. Once again, I just don't know how Time gets anything done on this side of the map. He's going to lose one of his Reapers. They're not microing, and that one goes down as well. That's not good. Kelleher making it happen. He's got a double Cyclone drop pushing out right now. Cloak's on the way from Kelleher. Their detection for Time... Does Time have any capability to have detection? He has enough energy for a scan, but there's nothing that can shoot up here. He's got a Viking, but it's not here yet. There's a Cyclone, but it's not here yet. Oh, man. There's the Cloak. Okay, he's saving his energy for a scan. Couple Marines dying. Couple SCVs dying here. The Viking is out. There's your scan. Can you get out of the range? No! Lock-on is a big deal. Cyclone's dropping at Kelleher's base. Doing some work here, too. 2 kills and 3 kills each. I don't think that Kelleher can respond to this. I think Time has this. There's nothing here that can stop these guys. I'm seeing SCVs running around and seeing a couple Marines. But as I said, Marines kind of suck here. Oh, the positioning. the positioning. These SCVs are getting massacred. That Cyclone, oh, and he picks it up. Cloak Banshee from Kelleher trying to defend here as well. We're pushing with Cyclones on the other side from Kelleher, though. Oh, this is intense. This is an intense situation for sure. KD8 charge blowing all those SCVs back. SCVs in here to fight. Marines in here to fight as well. 11 kills, 17 kills. Kelleher's down to literally nothing. Time has a couple things remaining, and he does... Man, wait, what? What happened there? Oh, another Cyclone came out for Time. Ah, that's what it was. He was able to sneak out another Cyclone. Lock-on ability, trying to kill that Banshee, chasing it out, double lock-on, and the Banshee does get picked off there, and I think that's it. I think Time has it won. Good game, well played out of Kelleher, and Time is your winner in 5 minutes and 38 seconds. Caramba, ay caramba. What an intense little game there. We had Cyclone attacks on both sides of the map. Time's able to defend because he can keep all his SCVs alive and dump out a Cyclone of his own. Meanwhile, these guys are heroes. 12 kills and 20 kills on these Cyclones. Little tiny missiles coming out. Little baby missiles. The smallest missiles you've ever seen, killing these SCVs and whatnot. Good one. Okay, one more game. One more game coming your way in this extra long StarCraft2 compilation for your Sunday. Who's it going to be? I'll give you one guess. We are tied up 1-1 in this little mini rivalry between Time and NoRegreT. Top right-hand corner for Game 3. It's gonna be Time. Here on Cerulean Fall. Red Terran player. Bottom left-hand corner, blue Zerg player, NoRegreT. Alright, so now Time realizes what NoRegreT is fully capable of. Baneling busts. It's Baneling busts. Extractor. Nope, double extractor trick here. For those of you who are unfamiliar, basically drones that are morphing buildings do not count as supply. So you start building buildings with them, get 2 more drones, because suddenly, hey, 2 more supply, and then cancel the buildings, and suddenly you're at 16 out of 14, and gonna go a 16 hatch off of the extractor trick. NoRegreT using the extractor trick. All right, so Time is basically just gonna go ahead and do a 1 Rax expand. I really, really encourage you to make a Reaper here. Really encourage you to make a Reaper here. I have a really, really long name for it as well. Oh, Bob. That reminds me of Bob. Bob, the duly elected Emperor of the Dominion, sent to the front lines by Emperor Mensk, survives a game versus NoRegreT with 9 kills, lives to the end of the game. I really feel like he's a war hero at this point and really seriously challenging Emperor Mensk. Really seriously challenging him. Because, hey, does Emperor Mensk have 9 kills while in a Reaper suit? No. Of course he doesn't. I can see the ads right now. I can see them in my head as to how you take down Emperor Mensk. This Reaper is Sam Witwicky. Sam Witwicky was once your normal Michael Bay protagonist, just a man who is also kind of an all-around both forgettable and unlikable loser. One day, Sam Witwicky ran into a Terran Dominion military base, raving about transforming vehicles. The on-duty sergeant pointed out that every vehicle, from Hellions to siege tanks, all transform, and it isn't all that unusual. Sam then stated that the Transformers were actually robots in disguise, and there was a giant cube from space called the Allspark, and then a map to the Allspark was etched onto a pair of glasses. The sergeant decided that Sam was a nutjob and volunteered Sam for the Reaper program. Now Sam is downgraded from protagonist to random cannon fodder soldier, just like in the movies. Ouch, dude. Ouch, Sam Witwicky, also known as Shia LaBeouf. Alright, so gonna get some kills here is Sam against these lings. They're here to sacrifice their lives until the queen pops out, and wha-bam, wha-bam, wha-bam. Thank you, ma'am. 2 kills there. Reapers under control of Time are doing very well in this little series of Time versus NoRegreT. Now, both players have settled down here. Nothing too nuts going on in the early stages. Double gas into factory for Time. Expansion is going to finish here, no problem. The fact that the Reaper is alive is fantastic for Time. That's just a lot of ling from NoRegreT, though. All right, man. He stopped making drones. Baneling Nest. More Zerglings on the way. Metabolic boost on the way. And almost complete here. Where is Sam? Sam didn't die. Where did Sam go? No, Sam! Sam, what did you do? Wow, he just didn't micro. He tried at the end there. Dang, Sam, that sucks. I am very sorry for you. All right, so Ling's moving out. He only sees 4, which is not much to worry about if you're time, but check out this action. Check out these 22 drones that are on the way. Baneling Nest in production. Man, he stopped at 16 supply. 16 drones, man, and then Ling's the rest of the way. Speed is up. There are Hellions here at the top of the ramp, and these Lings are not getting through. The natural base is in trouble. Fair enough. That's a lift. Those are just sacrificed SCVs. Banelings morphing in on the low ground. We've got 6 of them. Going to try to break through here. Where there's a Banshee. There it is. Repositioning the barracks to hold here. Getting the Hellions behind the line. This is a very weak position. You need to hold this with something else as well. If you could lift something and build it there, it'd be real good right now. Time like building a barracks here would be fantastic. All right, so Marine gonna try to target fire down here. The Banelings, this is what you want to do. All right, we're in. The Lings are in, but the Hellions, there's a good number of them here though. There are Banelings and Lings inside the house. SCV's here to fight. Nice target firing there on those Banelings. Can they take down the Hellions? No, the SCVs are fighting exceptionally well. Baneling target fire down, and that's a good game. Time wins our little mini series 2-1 against NoRegreT. What a boss. What a baller defense there from him. That is 27 dead Zerglings and 3 dead Banelings. It's 26-16 harvesters. The natural base is alive. There's nothing going on for NoRegreT back home. That was an all-in. As all-in as you can get. Pulling the SCVs was so well done. So well done. Only 3 of them died, too. I figured more than that would go down, but yeah. I mean, I really... Time had the resources to build a barracks back here. I think if he'd started it, it would have kept that wall from falling at all. It wouldn't have been quite as touch and go, but he was ready for it anyway. No big deal. No big deal. Time takes him down, and time moves on, as we know, to the future rounds of WCS Montreal. Whoo! All right. Well, that is going to be it for me today for your Sunday series. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and Cheesy Games from pros at Montreal. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.